I think this is gonna work way better. So I'm gonna, uh, I don't have anyone here to help me, so I'm just going to pull up my computer and make sure that it is going live on my page. Should be. Normally I don't care, but I want to make sure it's working for you. Chime in. I should be able to see your comments, I believe. So let me know if you can see this finally, and we'll get started. Should be on here. I'm going to pull my computer in a little closer so I can see. There we go. Oh, wow. Nice face. Okay. Okay, I think okay, thank you, Debbie. Thank you. Okay, I think I'm on here finally. I was trying to go live in the event and I just wasn't having any luck. So I decided to just go here. I'll just have to practice with that and come back and try that again later. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Hannah. So we had coffee class earlier today, and there was 6 of us, and we had a good time, and we made a card, and we drank coffee. And do you want to see the treat? Do you want to see the treat that I made? Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. Let me take this off. Sorry. I have trouble sometimes putting things up. I'm gonna take that off. Take that off. And I'm gonna put this up. Okay, here's the treat. So we have blueberries this year on our bushes. We had quite a few. I've put up a lot. And so I made a blueberry cream cheese coffee cake, and it was still warm, and it was delicious. If I do say so myself, I think it was pretty darn delicious. And that's what we had. And I think everyone liked it. So, what did you guys have for breakfast this morning? What are you drinking? Anything? Hi, Lou. Hi, Gail. Gail, are you back? Are you back in Illinois or are you still in Texas? Hi, Carol. Good morning. I'm sorry, everybody. I tried to do something new. Good morning, Kelly. And it didn't work. So, what else is new, right? So, you can see I'm moving around the nest. Today, I'm at one of my tables and I'm facing what we call Command Central. That's right. Let me see if I can. There's the entrance to the nest right there. And then this is Command Central. That's the name we have for it. And so I have set up so I'm facing Command Central. So like I said, there were 6 of us this morning. We had a really fun time, and Debbie's drinking coffee. Luann's drinking coffee. No food yet. I did try the coffee cake. I just took a couple bites. I still have it over there. It's good. I should probably get the card. That's okay. I'm just going to show you the card. So, yeah, it's almost lunchtime. I know it's crazy. So I'm going to try to get you done by lunchtime. So let's go ahead and go down to my desk. I want to show you the Designer Series paper sale that just started yesterday. And I know this is a little hard to see, but I want to go through the 9 different papers that are on sale right now. And they are 15% off. So let me get that in the screen. And so you can follow along with me. The papers are Beauty of the Earth. Everyone loves that one. Beauty of the Earth. The colors are amazing. Bloom Where You're Planted. This is the paper that we're going to be using next month for the at home. Hand Pen. That's another popular one. In Good Taste, which is a huge package. That is, I don't know how many sheets are in there, but that's a really, really big package. In the Wild, which is the tigers in the jungle. Pansy Petals, which is a paper that we're going to use today for the card. Sweet Symmetry, which is really nice, for the most part, kind of subtle papers. And then Tidings of Christmas, that's a 6x6 pack. If you're starting to think about Christmas in July, that might be one you might be interested in. And then You're a Peach, which is the paper that we just used for the July Create With Me at Home project. So those are all on sale. They're on sale through August the 1st of July till the 2nd of August. And they are 15% off. So if you're interested in that, you can snag them online. Nope, that's not my website. Here's my website. It's createwithme.stampinup.net. I have a host code open. Hi, Margot. I kind of thought maybe I'd see you this morning here in person. I kind of looked for you. There's a host code, so you can take a screenshot of it. If you need any designer series paper, now's the time to stock up. And I'm going to show you a really cute card, and then I'll go back to that so that when you see the card and you see how I use the designer series paper, then hopefully you'll need some of it because it's super cute. So, all right, so let's see. I did have a little screenshot of designer series paper, but I'm just looking to see. I don't think I need it. So, all right. So you guys want to see the card? You guys just keep talking. Hi, Kathy. I'm just seeing if I missed anybody. I'm glad you guys are on. I appreciate you. Okay, so what you're going to need for this card is a card base, and this one is fresh freesia, and it's 8.5 by 5.5. You're going to need two pieces of paper that are two pieces of basic white that are 4 by 5.25. If you've got a pen and a paper and you want to write these down, you'll need one for the outside and one for the inside. Then you'll need one piece of paper that is 3.5 by 4.5, 3.5 by 4.5, and that's going to be where we're going to put our designer series paper. I did miss you. Then we're using the pansy petal paper, and I cut this 3.5 inches by 2 inches, and I cut all of the designs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, except for one. I mean, you don't need that many, so I picked out my 5 favorites, and you're going to use both sides, but I'm going to show you how to use this designer series paper, and then you're going to use a couple other accessories. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with your designer series paper, okay? And I'm going to show you a little tip, and I'm going to come way up here so you can see it. So you're going to tear this paper right down the middle, but there is a trick to it. You want to always tear towards yourself, and the way you do that is just start it right here towards yourself, but you're going to go back and forth just a little along that imaginary center line. You are looking for this white. Can you see it? If I move that out of the way, you're looking for that white right there. Okay? And sometimes if you tear this way, you'll get more and then less. Okay? So now I've torn it in two, and on this side, see, I've got that white, that little white border. So we want both sides. So we're going to do that to all of our papers. Now, we're not going to necessarily need all of these, but we're going to tear these 5 papers, and then I'll show you how to utilize most of them. Kathy asked when she can expect the mini catalog. I believe that they're just sent out. Some people are already receiving. I have not received mine yet in the mail, but you should be receiving it soon, Kathy. Kathy is a demonstrator, so I know that she'll be getting it from Stampin' Up. If you're a customer of mine, like Kelly, I did order them for you to be delivered, and you'll get it sometime in July before the catalog goes live in August, on the beginning of August. So watch for it in your mail. Cloudy. It is finally sunny. It's cloudy in Arizona, but it's finally sunny here. We have had 1 to 2 inches of rain every day. The river did finally go back in its banks, but it was up in my backyard, and it's pretty boggy here. It's pretty messy. Okay, so now I've ripped all of the all of the papers in half. So I've kind of got this mess right here on my desk. And Lou Ann's Andy works for the post office, so he could be hiding it from me, Lou. You just never know. You're gonna start with your paper that's 3.5 by 4.5. Okay. When I do this, I like to put I'm going to put all the pieces. So the white, oh, it's so hard to see here. I want that white ripped side up. Okay, so there's all my pieces. I kind of have them a little off camera. I like to bookend my top and bottom of this card and just put this in your memory bank. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about here in a minute. I like to bookend the top and the bottom with kind of a more bold pattern, maybe like this, or maybe even like this. So something that's on the dark. If I go with one that's white, which is fine, this is two different papers, yeah. Then it kind of, I don't know, it kind of is boring. Hi, Jan. Thanks for tuning in. So I like to do one of the bold colors, and this is going to be my pattern. And so I'm going to use liquid glue. No, I'm going to do, hold on, not going to put any glue on it yet. First thing I want to do is lay out my design. So I'm going to be overlapping these with the white edge, okay? And you can go as much or as little. You can fit a lot of paper on if you go little. I like the paper to shine. So I'm gonna tap them pretty far apart. I love this gingham. So I'm kind of trying to alternate. I'm just holding it down. This one's pretty cute too. I like that, although this pink might be pretty against the green. So now all I'm doing is getting, I've used that on every single one, so I think I'm gonna maybe bookend it with the yellow. Okay, and I can squish those together a little. Okay, I like the way that looks. All right, what do you guys think? Do you like it? Oh, you have that DSP? Oh, good. So now I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna slide it off to the side. Now I'm gonna get my glue, and hopefully I picked one that works. And I'm always gonna start at the bottom, and I'm going to put just a little edge of glue. I'm trying to smear this down because I got more than a little. I got a lot. And where I'm going to start is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to make sure I'm on the camera. Yeah. I'm going to come down just until I've covered, just until I don't see the basic white. So right there should go from end to end. Here's my next one. Now's when you get to decide, do I want it narrower or wider? I'm going on the wide side. And so when I get done, I may not even be able to fit that yellow one on here. We'll see. All you're doing is doing a little glue and then sliding it up to where you want it, keeping it even. This paper that's a game changer, and I'm going to show you why. Because even though it's covered, it keeps all your paper straight. Okay, we'll see what happens. I do like that orange polka dot, but I use it on all my other cards. So, and I'll go grab those for you. All right. Okay, and then I do have room here, but I'm going to put my glue here. Why I do that? And I'm going to go off the top just a little. That's okay. And I'll show you why here in a minute. Okay, so now I've got just the edge off the bottom, and then I've got a little bit. I could trim that if I wanted, but here's going to be my front layer. So it's going to go almost from top to bottom. I've got just a little bit here. I'm pretty happy with that. But if I would have done as I originally was going to try to just put the paper right on here, and it started getting super wonky. And so by having this paper here to glue to, it keeps everything totally lined up. This is a game changer, just having that little scrap to match. Okay, so now I'm going to add some ribbon, and I brought in the new soft succulent. I love that gingham here. Any of the pale papaya would have looked great. The polished pink would have looked great, and then the fresh freesia would have looked great, and then the soft succulent. So this paper utilizes a lot of the new ink colors. So really, if you have any of these ribbons, these double-edged ink color ribbons, they would work great for that. This card, this idea. So Kelly has this paper already at home, so she'll be able to make this card. Kelly, it's super quick and easy, but it's super cute, okay? So I'm gonna trim my ribbon down. I'm just gonna trim it at an angle. Get rid of those pieces. I have a trash can right here. I don't know why I just threw it over there. Like, all right, then I'm gonna glue it. You could use your stamp and seal. I'm gonna use liquid glue, and I'm gonna glue that right to the front of my white. Okay, now it's time to do a little stamping. We haven't done any stamping yet. Let me make sure that's all down. Bring in this little strip that is less than a ½ inch. It's about 3/8 of an inch. And I took the greeting from the Pansy stamp set. And the greeting says, a little hello from me to you, because, you know, I go by M-E or me. So this is a little hello from me to you. Whoops, I got that totally crooked. I'm going to turn it over. The nice thing about our paper, it's hard for me to stamp without putting my head in the way. So the nice thing about our paper is it's double-sided. Let's see how I did that time. That's not bad. I'm not going to complain about that. My Y is just on the edge, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to bring my snips in. I'm just going to snip that piece off there. And you know I love to put a little flag in the end. So right up the center, almost to the letter U. And then I just meet in the middle. And that way I know I have it equal, okay? And I'm going to grab, I don't think I grabbed them. Hold on, they're right here. Grabbing the cards too, so I have them. I'm gonna grab some mini dimensionals. I almost said mini glue dots. And this is the right side, this is the wrong side. 3 mini dimensionals. Take the backings off. It's hard sometimes when you, this color, we were laughing this morning about this color because Blackberry Bliss and me are not friends. So when the Blackberry Bliss ink came out originally, it was an in color. Oh my gosh, I could not use it without having it all over me. I'm looking to see. Good technique. Oh yes, does definitely keeps it straight. Kathleen has pale papaya and soft succulent. Oh, the hand pen paper would definitely work. No question about it. It would look so adorable. So I'm going to wait on that. Okay, and I'm going to show you why. Because I'm going to go ahead and put that on my card first because I want that flag that I just did will not show up that great unless it's off of the white and onto this fresh freesia. And you'll see what I mean. Let's get some more liquid glue. So if I put that on my card, this layers perfectly. All right, now I can pick this up. So see what I'm saying here? If I put the flag right off to the edge, I don't know, right in here I think. Get it straight. Then you can see the flag a lot better than if I had put it in this white part here, I wouldn't really have seen it. Then I feel like I wanted something up here. So what I did was I took the dies and I took these leaves here and I took the layers. I'm going to poke out the little pieces. Okay, and I'm going to layer them together. This is just the detail. A little bit of glue. It doesn't need much. Layer that on there. So it just gives it a little dimension. Then I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to give you another tip. My friend Cindy came today, and she lives real close to me, just in the next town. And she had this little die, and she could not get the paper out of it. So here's the die. And I said, stop doing that, Kelly. Stop doing that. I'm trying so hard. Cracking me up. She's like, how do I get this out of here? I can't get it out of here. So I took it And I said, I go, don't laugh. This is how I do it. And I move, I'm going to put this on a hard surface. And I said, all you do is you just take it and you, no, this is not the best hard surface. There. You just take it and you throw it on the table. And I go, that's how you pop it out of there. I'm not kidding you. That's how you pop it out of there. I'm going to do one more because I want to put one on the inside of my card. Kelly's making fun of me because I'm trying to get rid of this stupid wart that's on my finger on the top of my hand. And I don't know how else to do it. Even though she told me how to do it, I haven't been to the store. So I'm doing it with what I got on hand. I'm trying. At least I'm not showing you it. At least I'm not showing it to you. Okay, so let's add the leaves. So I'm going to add just a little glue to the top, and I'm going to tuck them under like their little tag right here. All right. Then, because I know Kelly's watching, we're going to add a little Wink of Stella. I'm going to add it all over my leaf, and I could have done that before I pressed it down. But we're going to add it after. We're going to add a little, all that does is this little Wink of Stella pen adds a little bit of shimmer and shine. Super, super cute. It just, I don't know if you can see it. It's wet right now, but it'll dry and it'll be all shimmery. Yes, you can definitely use the poker part, but you know, I'm just saying that's the way I do it. I use a poker part too for all the little pieces, but when I'm going to get it out of the die, I just throw it down on my table. And my countertop is, these tables are spongy. So here's the inside of my card. And I've got all these papers left, right? So we've got all these left. So I'm just going to take a piece of this paper that I have, and I'm going to put it down here at the bottom. You could put it at the top. And then I'm going to add this leaf here. I'm just going to add it like that. Okay, and then I'm going to add this to the inside of my card. This card is super, super quick. I like quick cards, although I do like to be pretty avid in my stamping. But this card to me is very appealing. I love this card. I hope you like it too. I hope you'll actually make it. I think it's so pretty. Okay, so there's a card. It highlights this beautiful designer series paper. I mean, look at every layer is gorgeous. And I think the hand pen would definitely be pretty. Was that Kathleen that asked about that? Yes, I think the hand pen would be really pretty. So this is a great way to use designer series paper. But as you saw, I didn't use very much. I just used 3.5 by 2 inch pieces, and then you're getting double. Yeah, definitely go back. They're just 3.5 by 2 inch pieces of designer series paper. If you've got a coordinating pack, that works really great. And then really anything up here. I thought about the pansy, but the problem with cutting out the pansy and doing the pansy is it would have been a little bit busy and you would have lost it. Having something that's solid like that, let me use this finger so I don't distract Kelly. If you use something solid like this, it just makes it pop just a little bit. It makes it pop just a little bit more. So let me take you back to my face because no one wants to see my hands anymore. And let's see. I will put up that website again with the host code because we've got the paper on sale, the designer series paper, 15% off. If you want this flyer, I've got it. I can send you a link. I'll post it in the Create With Me group, just in the on my Create With Me page. Oh, Kathleen, if you do that, if that totally works, and Pretty the Peach might work really good too, and it would be really cute. Go onto the Create With Me creativity group and post it. I'll post this one, and then you could post any alternatives you do. Oh, let me show you. So here's the one I did. Let me take you back to my desk. Here's the one I did this morning, so it's not too much different. But here's the one I did originally, and you'll see how it's different. So this one, I only left about, a half inch. So I got more paper on it. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 layers. So I have 9 layers here, and I only have 6 layers here. And one, two, three. Yeah, I do 6 layers on the one I just did. I kind of like the 6 layers better. This one is fine, but you don't get all the detail. So that's the thing about it. So let me take you back. Yeah, you like my earrings. These are my coffee earrings. These are my coffee cups. I got them from the local coffee shop. One of my friends that's a customer here, or she's a demonstrator, her daughter owns a coffee shop up in town. And so I got these earrings from her. And so I love them too. So I wear them for coffee class. Do you guys have any more questions or have any questions? Before I log off and say goodbye. And it's 4th of July. Yeah, I like the 6 layers better too, Tanya, for sure. You guys doing anything special? We don't really have any plans. I think I'm going to be washing windows. It's finally not raining, so I'm going to wash the windows so that it can rain. But it's actually not supposed to rain through the whole weekend, so hopefully we're off the hook on that. I think my son is coming and we're going to wash windows. But if he doesn't, I may go to town shopping. I don't know. I haven't been to town forever. And so I may do that. But we'll see. You guys have a great weekend. Um, do your, I want to see some of these. I would love to see you copy them. And yes, you have to cut it. I know that sometimes it's hard for the designer series paper to cut it up. One of the demonstrators in Australia, you may know the name Kylie Bertucci. She does Love It, Chop It, and she teaches you how to, love your DSP and chop it and use it on your card. So hopefully that this though is not too intimidating. You can just use a small piece from each sheet and you can get 2 cards probably out of, if you used all 6 sheets and cut them in half, you would get 2 cards and only be using a 3.5 by 2 inch piece. So yeah, no fireworks, just fire. Yeah, in Arizona, it's bad. Happy 4th to you guys too. Happy Independence Day. I appreciate it. And do some stamping maybe over the weekend. I might get to do some stamping just for myself. I've got a couple projects I've been wanting to work on. I still need to cut and get stuff out for the July peach, Sweet as a Peach, Create With Me at Home, but all the pieces have come in, and so now it's just doing the work. So if you signed up for that, I know a couple of you have, watch for that coming in the mail here in the next week or so. So you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. And I appreciate you putting up with me. When I'm going to try to figure this out. This is all a process, but I love what I do, and I hope that it shows. So have a great weekend. Bye, everybody.